The diagram shows a tower TR and an observer at O. Line OR is 84 meter and the angle of elevation of the top of the tower T from O is 57 degree. The angle of elevation is this 57 degree. Okay, calculate correct three significant figures. The height of the tower. Okay, the observer at O moved away from the tower in the same straight line until the angle of elevation of T is 49 degree. Find correct to two decimal places how far the observer moved backward. Okay, please kindly pay attention. Let us start with the first question. Okay, please pay attention. I'm very sure you are well familiar with trigonometry. Okay, so because we're going to use our basic knowledge in trigonometry to find the height. Don't forget the first question. The first question is that we are asked to calculate the height of the tower. You see, this is the height of the tower. Okay, so to get the height of the tower, what are we required to do? Don't forget that in trigonometry, the side that faces the angle that we are considering is what? Is the opposite side, right? And the side that faces the, please pay attention, the side that faces the angle 90 degree is the hypotenuse side, and the other side is the adjacent. Do you understand? Okay, so to get the opposite, what are we required to do? We have been given the adjacent as 84 centimeter. The adjacent is what? 84 meter, and the opposite is what we are looking for. And we know that the angle, the theta, has been given as what? 57 degree. Now, based on this mnemonic device, SOHCAHTOA, what are we going to use that combines both adjacent and opposite? What trigonometry identity, what trigonometry ratio combine both adjacent and opposite? Okay, you know that sine of an angle, sine is what? Opposite over hypotenuse. So we cannot make use of sine, right? Yes. What of cos? Cos is what? Adjacent over hypotenuse, right? And tan is what? Opposite over adjacent. So we cannot make use of cos, we cannot make use of sine, because we are given the adjacent and we are looking for the opposite. So the right trigonometric ratio to use is the tan theta. Do you understand? Okay, so let us proceed. To get the opposite, which is the height of the tower, tan theta will be equals to opposite. The opposite is what? We don't know it. So let us represent it as a letter. Let's use x over adjacent. Adjacent has been given as 84, so I'm going to have 84. So x equals to 84 tan theta. Theta is what? 57 degrees. So 84 times 57 degree. Do you understand? Okay. Tan 57 degree, please pay attention. Tan 57 degree will give us 1.539. So I'm going to have x is equals to 84 multiplied by 1.5399. Okay. 84 times 84 times 1.5399, that is 129.3516. 129.3516. Okay, don't forget that we are asked to approximate to three significant figures. So the height of the tower to three significant figure will be what? 129 meter. Okay, so the height of the tower, which is x, is what? 129 meter. So that is the value of the height of the tower. Now let us get the let's proceed to the next question. The next question, we are told that the observer at O, this is where the observer is before. Listen to me carefully. This is where the observer is before. Now we are told that the observer as O moved away from the tower in the same straight line until the angles of elevation of T is 49 degrees. So the observer at O, he moved backward until the angle of elevation is 49 degrees. So he moved from this point to this point. Okay, so O will be here now until the angle of elevation is 49 degrees. That is, the angle here now is 49 degree. Okay, so let us proceed. You see, let me tell you, in dealing with angles of elevation and depression question, like, you have to know how to interpret. Okay, this is where the observer is before. Now, because the observer moved in a straight line until the angle of elevation becomes 49 degrees, it moved backwards. So this is where the observer is now. Okay, now we are asked to calculate, correct to 2 decimal places, how far the observer moved backward. Do you know what we are looking for now? This is the distance that we are looking for, the shortest distance here. That is what we are looking for. Okay, you see, this 84 meters is the distance between this point and this point. Now we are now asked to calculate the distance between this point and this point. Okay, now how do we do that? To get the shortest distance, to get the distance between this point and this point, we are still going to make use of trigonometric ratio. Are you getting it? Now, the angles of please pay attention. The angles of elevation now is what? 49 degrees. So let us represent the distance between this point and this point as y. Do you get it? So we know that the opposite now is what? 129. 129.35. 129.3516. 3516. Okay? 129.3516. That is the opposite side, or the height of the tower. Now, to get the value of y, we are still going to make use of tan. You understand? Okay? But the angle of elevation now is now 49 degrees. We are not going to make use of 57 now. We are going to make use of 49. So I'm going to have tan theta is still equals to opposite over what? Over adjacent. Okay? Now, tan theta is opposite over adjacent. The opposite is what? 129.3516. So I'm going to have tan 49 degrees. Don't forget that the angles of elevation now is what? 49 degrees. It is no longer 57 degrees. Okay? So tan 49 degrees equals to opposite. The opposite is 129.3516. The reason why I don't want to make use of the approximated value is because I don't want my answer to be affected. You understand? So I make use of the unapproximated value of the height. Are you getting it? Which is the opposite. So I have 129.3516 all over the adjacent. The adjacent now is this. Do you understand? The adjacent now is RO. Okay, please pay attention. Listen. The distance from this point to this point is what? 84 meters. So I'm going to have 84 meters plus y. The total length from this point to this point is now the adjacent. Do you understand? So the distance from this point to this point is 84 meters plus y. Don't forget that the goal is to determine the value of y, as y is the distance between this place and this place, and that is what we are looking for. Do you get it? Okay, so for this I'm going to have all over 84 plus y. Now let us proceed. The next step is that you have to take the cross product, or let us first determine the value of tan 49 degrees. Take the cross product. I'm going to have 84 plus y multiplied by tan 49 degrees is equals to 129.3516. Okay, tan 49 degrees is what? 1.1504. So I'm going to have 84 plus y multiplied by 1.1504 equals to 129.3516. Okay, well, divide both sides by 1.1504. This over 1.1504 and this over 1.1504. I'm going to have 84 plus y equals to 129.35 divided by 129.3516 divided by 1.1504. That is 112.4405. 112.4405. Okay. Now, don't forget, the goal is to find the value of y. Okay. So to get the value of y, you have to collect like terms or make y the subject of the formula. I'm going to have 112.4405 minus 84, right? Okay. So y equals to 112.4405 minus 84. That is 28.44 or 28.441. 28.441. So the value of y equals to 28.44 to 2 decimal place. To 2 decimal place. because we are asked to leave our answer in 2 decimal place. That is 28.44. Now, that means that the shortest distance between this point is what? 28, listen, 28.44 meter. Do you understand? Okay, you can see how we solve the question. We are given the diagram in the first place. We are asked to calculate the height of the tower. We make use of the trigonometric ratio, which is tan. Having gotten the height of the tower as 129 meter, we are told that the observer moved in the same straight line, and then the angle of elevation becomes 49 degrees. Now we are asked to calculate the distance which it moved, and then to get the distance, we are still going to make use of the trigonometric ratio. Are you getting it? Now, because we are looking for the adjacent, from our previous calculation, we've already determined the height of the tower, which is the opposite. So we still make use of the trigonometric ratio, which is tan theta. And tan theta is what? Opposite over adjacent. The opposite side is 129.3516. Okay, and I told you that I make use of the unapproximated figure because I don't want my answer to be affected. Do you get it? So having the I set tan 49 equals to this over this, then I get the value of y. Okay, so that is the solution to that question. If you have any question, let me know. Okay, let's proceed to the next question. The data represents the score obtained by 9 applicants in an interview arranged in ascending order. We have 3x plus 2, 22, 4x minus 2, 23, 25, 5x minus 4, 29, 29, and x squared minus 7. Given that the range is 9, find the value of x, the main mark of the applicants, and then the 5b says we should find if 4 applicants who obtained the highest score were selected, determine the pass mark. That is for 5b. If 4 of the applicants who obtained the highest score were selected, determine the pass mark. Now, this question is coming from a topic known as statistics. Okay, we are given that the data represents the score obtained by 9 applicants. So total numbers of applicants is 9. Do you understand? Okay, and these numbers are arranged in ascending order. Okay, the data is arranged in an ascending order. That means that the lowest is what? 3x plus 2. Do you get it? And followed by 22, followed by 4x minus 2, followed by 23, followed by 25, followed by 5x minus 4, followed by 29. Okay, then after 29 we have another 29 and x squared minus 7. Okay, now pay attention. We are asked to find the value of x, but before we can get the value of x, to watch the complete class, kindly click on the link in the description of this video or the comment section. Okay, see you in the next class.